Okay, Phil, we started so strongly and then...
Yes, never mind. We're going to save the best till last.
Yeah, we hit a dip, but that's okay. Just pace yourselves.
Absolutely.
Come through strong in the final round.
Yes.
Okay, one more round before the final. The Ospreys have lost 2, as you know, and the Eggheads have just lost the 1, which is Barry at the beginning. The next subject is sport, which, no, I thought this would be great for you. You love this. Oh, I see. Okay. How did that happen?
Do you want me to take it?
Oh,
Mind you,
Do you think we should take Colin? Because Colin...
no, Colin need you for the end, Colin. Need you for the end. I just sport. I'll take one for the team. I just sport.
Joan's going to do...
All right, Joan is going to do sports. Because you don't want to lose Colin, is that right?
No, I lose Colin.
And she is in charge of tactics here, so you've got to defer to her. Okay, against which egghead? Who looks like that they are wobbly on the sports field?
Judith.
Now,
put a lot of thought into that decision.
Joan from the Ospreys versus Judith from the Eggheads, the 2 J's on sport. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to the question room. Joan, you can choose the first or second set of questions.
I go first, please.
Here we go. In which decade did Mike Gatting make his final test appearance for the England cricket team? Was it the 1970s, the 1980s, or the 1990s?
Oh, dear. Mike Gatting. I say 1990s.
1990s is the right answer. Judith, your question. The Copa Libertadores is a football competition predominantly between teams on which continent? Asia, South America, Australia?
Well, the language tells me it is South America.
I will take that as a compliment to my pronunciation. South America is the right answer. 1 each. Joan, which country dominated the athletics events at the 1976 Olympic Games with 11 gold medals in total? Was it East Germany, Poland, or Soviet Union?
I'm torn between East Germany and the Soviet Union. But take into account the gymnastics, I'll go for the Soviet Union.
What do your team think?
I think it's right.
Colin thinks it's right. You're both wrong. It's East Germany. East Germany is the answer. All those strapping athletes. Judith, your question. In which sport might one execute a sukahara? Weightlifting, table tennis, or gymnastics?
Can you spell Sukahara?
T-S-U-K-A-H-A-R-A.
T-S-U-K-H-A-R-A. Well, it's Sukahara. Sounds sort of Japanesey. So I don't think it's gymnastics. I'm not sure there are many moves in table tennis. I mean, you just bat it backwards and forwards, don't you? I think I'm going to go for weightlifting.
Weightlifting is your answer.
I hope it's Japanese weightlifters.
Because when you said Japanese, I was instinctively thinking your next thing would be it must be gymnastics, because that's a sport at which Japan excels.
And they're also good at weightlifting.
They're good at weightlifting.
Sumo. Oh no, sumo wrestlers.
Okay, now we see what I was discussing earlier. Yes, bother.
I was thinking of sumo wrestlers. Oh, can I start again?
No, you can't. What do you mean, the whole of your life or just this round?
Yeah, the whole of my life.
The answer is gymnastics.
Oh.
Joan, that's good, isn't it?
That's good.
So if you just get this one right, you can put the pressure on, and you can see we're on thin ice over there. Which jockey won the Grand National twice? First in 1955 on Queer Times, and then in 1970 on Gay Trip. Was it Pat Taff, Fred Winter, or Dave Dick?
I've never heard of any of them. So it's going to be a guess. I go for Pat Taff.
It's worked for you. Pat Taff is the right answer. Well done. Okay, so Judith, you're under a spot of pressure here. You need to get this one right or you've been knocked out on sport. And of course, we're looking at a historic 3 back-to-back victories on sport for you if you pull off this round. Here we go. In the Asian game of Sepak Takraw, which parts of the body are not allowed to come into contact with the ball? Arms and hands, legs and feet, or chest and back?
I think I know the game, actually. And, God, how do you play it? I think I've seen it in India or something. I think it might be arms and hands. I think you do the whole thing with feet.
Arms and hands is correct.
Oh, golly.
So it's 2 each. Sorry, Joan. So we go to sudden death, and then it gets a bit harder, Joan, because I don't give you alternative answers. All right, here is your question. Which Grand Slam tennis tournament did Bill Tilden win 6 times in succession between 1920 and 1925?
The only one I can think of is the US Open.
US Open is correct. Oh, how important might that answer be? How important might that answer be?
She knows all about sport.
Well, she's not made many mistakes so far. Yes, exactly. She's hidden her sporting knowledge very well. Perhaps the same could be said of you, Judith. You've hidden it too well. Here's your question. If you get this one wrong, you're not in the final round. In which country was the snooker player James Wattener born?
Wattener, snooker players. I really don't know. Canadian ones, and well, let's try Canada.
So you'd won 2 sporting rounds in a row.
But not a third.
Not a third, it's Thailand. How about that? Brilliant strategic play. There we are, Joan in charge of the strategy and made the right move there. Got through, squeaked through on sport. Well done.
Thank you.
Fantastic. You'll be in the final. Come back to us, both of you, and we will play that final round. So this is what we've been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Phil and Jordan from the Ospreys and Barry and Judith from the Eggheads, would you please leave the studio?